I made another mistake. Let's get back to the headquarters and do a proper intro for when the VOD actually posts. We're live tonight, and my microphone is actually on. It is Alternate History Gaming here at the Union headquarters with me, Bank 60's your humble and gracious player host. Guys, I got to get this right. One of these days, I'm going to get this right. Please join in. Tell your friends. Yeah, feel free to make fun a little bit. I'll be going over things twice. I'll be editing the VOD up and all that, of course. Thank you guys for all of your patience. I apologize for the microphone issue. It's kind of my problem more than anything else, right? But here we are. Grand Tactician, the Civil War, 1861-1865. And we are in the midst of a critical late war campaign playing as the Union. For those who are fans of the campaign thus far, you already know. You've seen, you are aware of the importance of this coming fight. We have fought day one thus far of a battle that's going on northeast of Richmond. There we are. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Dudovich, I've got you. I got you. Yeah. We got some who are hitting the chat. I'm with you. We're back. We are on now. Everybody. Thank you very much. Yes. Thank you. So, back into this late war campaign that is so critical. Could we actually knock the rebels out and advance on Richmond, take it, end the war, achieve victory as the Union player in this great game? We're going to have to see tonight here as we join together live. Sorry about the technical issues, guys. I'm glad we got that out of the way off the top at the very least. I will not be doing that again here in this stream tonight, by God. Click the like. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Hit the chat tonight. Comment on the VOD when it drops. Hype the video as well. Let's do this thing, guys. Also, appreciate it if y'all wouldn't mind just checking out the description for a little bit more context on everything that I do in every different stream and every different video. I would do a little bit. I do a little bit of hard writing work on those, and I'm pretty proud of those, so I'd appreciate it if you check out the description below. Not only will you see kind of context and background of what I'm doing here on screen and during streams, you'll also see links to prior streams, the entire campaign, and also membership and subscriber links in the description below. There's also going to be on videos chapters there as well, too, so keep an eye out for that. We are going through the Army here in our deployments. This is day 3 of this massive battle outside Richmond. There was one thing that I went over when the sound was still not working quite right, and that is the strength report. Okay, after one day of battle, this is not accurate right here. We have something that has occurred since we saved the game, loaded back in after some redeployments and changing things around. And we now show 0 casualties. We lost about 18,000 men in one full day's battle in the last fight. The Confederates lost close to 27,000 or more men in one day's full fighting on September the 12th. Now we enter September the 13th. Another thing that is strange, but I would say kind of like I'll take it, again, as I kind of go around looking for perks, is this. And it is that all of the units' lost resilience has been reset to baseline level. Now, what that means, I think, is that the Confederates may have that same thing. They now have me outnumbered 60,000 to 42,833, and that actually includes, so they have me far 2-to-1 on infantry, just about, pretty much. So on cavalry, we have them outmatched, and so we can react a little bit better out on the wings. I've got a bunch of cavalry right out here with a bunch of 5th Corps artillery backing them up in the case that the Confederates decide to attack on that side of the field. We've got 3rd Corps that has shifted from left to right, and will be taking up a position defending these woods here. We'll have Palmer in a mobile defensive position to cover these guns if they get attacked directly, which I imagine they very well might. I tell you what, because there's already Rebs on this side of the creek, right? So I'd say we probably should take Palmer and just get him up here like this. Get him all the way up in there. Get him all the way up in there. Just like that. And we'll have 3rd Corps in this area here. And then we'll have Long's division of Gregg's Cavalry Corps guarding the right. We'll have Buchanan's Corps making its way on in 2 hours, and he'll be humping it up the Old Church Road. And I think, we'll just kind of be throwing him in where we think we need to along the line. And that's kind of the plan. At this point, I'm still officially attacking. It is a minor defeat right now. I think this is going to shift a bit once we actually click play and we get Buchanan on the field with us. But for now, let me run around the field real quick and let me just triple check everything about these possible perks. Here we go. 12-pound howitzers get a perk. Let's give them close support specialist for sure. Here we have 3-inch ordnance rifles. We'll get sapper gunners. Cover, yeah, we don't need a close support. Good. Right, okay, and these gunners, no, okay. That is them. None of these guys had any more perks. These fellas, right here, around the bend. No and no. And I'm thinking I might take... Yeah, I think I'm going to just go with this and let them do what they think they need to do. They still have quite a few troops over here. 3rd Corps perks, anybody? How about it? No. Nobody in 3rd Corps really did all that great in the last day's battle. You can see we are quite depleted. A division down to just over 1,000. It's a sizable one here. Palmer. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to switch these two up. Crook's division with 2,600 men or so should probably remain in the more central position. We'll put Palmer and Sherman kind of further out on the flank. And hopefully that works well for us right there. There was a double checking this and this. Okay, we don't have any further perks out this way. Looks like we are all set to push the play button on the rest of this battle tonight. And we're over the microphone issues and ready to, just about ready to fight this one. Let's get skirmishers out everywhere we can. Okay. Right here. And I would not be surprised to see the Rebs redeploy. And looky here. Oh, okay. I didn't see this. This is annoying right here. What are they doing in there? So we're gonna have to shift some of these troops around in here. These boys, they're part of whose division? Duryea. All right, let's do that. Okay, let's have these troops be here. These guns will be here. These guns will be here. These troops will reposition to here. These troops will reposition to right here. Laying down. I think that's the best I can do. Seems to me as though the game's not ready to let me win yet, man. It's like, arg. I can't get this thing set up to feel good about the situation overall. It looks to me like unless something changes here and they back up, which they may do, we're going to have a little scrap right off the rip right at Beulah Church. Maybe we say that they've made a little early morning sneak attack right near the church. But now all of our lost resilience is reset. I hope that's not the case for the Rebs too. But away we go for day 3 of this massive battle. Let's go. Okay. 0700 kicks in, and it looks to me like these troops here literally just arrived. I'm not sure what this is. This looks like a division of troops that just got here or something. But I'll tell you this. Prince's Brigade with their Hall rifles are going to come down across this ravine right here. You got aggressive moves by the Rebs right here. Moving forward. I think they're charging. Fire. Yeah, they're charging right at it, boys. Davis's brigade is going to have to hold off a charge from these Confederates. Oh, my word. All right, man, just shoo them off Brown's brigade. I think they're going to reform quickly. Oh, no, not quite. Canister. They tried to charge our guns right there, it looks like. And we got up here right near Beulah Church. The action begins early. The Rebs get to it. All right. You can see him pushing across here a little bit. Okay, Runyon, where are you, sir? That's Grover. Where is Runyon, damn it? Second Corps. Dude, get out of there. Get out of there. We got rebel charges near the church. Several brigades that are just meleeing straight through here. Let's charge him back. Let's charge him back. A giant melee, entire division-sized attack with bayonets out, gleaming in the sun. Attacking straight through the Beulah Church sector to try and break the Yankee line. Second Corps will continue fighting hard to try and send these rebels reeling. Come on, boys. We broke a couple of them. This cavalry needs to try to finish things off. Second Corps cavalry under Porter. Oh boy, I think we might be getting up the hand here. A terrible bloody melee right by the church. And the cavalry will ride in. Last minute reinforcement. Oh my gosh, we managed to run them off. All right, stay after them. All right, we'll push out to the other side of Beulah Church here. Here. And we're gonna ride down more of them if we can. Go, go, go. All right. Fremont, I want you on a screen. All right. These batteries are in really rough shape. Broken. Okay. Ah, shoot. Broken by some skirmishers over here, damn it. All right, we're gonna have to pull these batteries out. Double time. We're under suppression. We're under suppression. Son of a gun. They built some entrenchments right here, it looks like. All right, here comes this cavalry over here. Back this way. Porter's cavalry. They're not done yet. Oh my gosh, the fighting up here near Beulah Church gets brutal. Okay, you boys, get out of here. Get out of here. Son of a bitch. I thought putting those guns out there like that might still... You have a hard time defending against skirmish guns. We must have total victory. Here we go. Charge him down, damn it. Over here near and around Beulah Church. There we go. Break him, break him, break him, break him, break him. Off they go. There you go. Charge them down. All right, they're moving across. Here we go. Skirmishers out. Protect the guns. Let's go up here, please. Let's go run there. Okay, we're going to put Crook on a screen. Palmer's on a defend. Same for Sherman. Long screen. That one's going to come from Greg. Fine. All right, Porter and his cavalry pushing into the enemy picket line. Keep charging, boys. Oh, they're tired. They're going to keep the charge up, though. Ah! How much more are you willing to suffer for victory, men? Gonna push them all the way back into their woods. Good. We're solid here. We're solid. Screening cav here. We need to come out. Right here and here. Gotta watch that. By God. All right. 7:42 a.m. as this battle continues outside Richmond. Okay, we need to get Porter out of here. All right. Don't have much left in the center here. Time to take Abbott's division, drive it out right here. Once he gets that order from Bryce, who's here, let's get him closer. We'll act on that. All right, Hayes. Get some skirmishers. Let's get Devin with some scouts up, and let's scout out here. Let's get Elliott, same, and let's scout. Let's just have him kind of go there, using roads and stuff. Let's have this battery limber on up and head this way. It's 5th Corps Artillery. All right, we got a new rebel threat on this side against our right, kind of like we thought we might get. Let's come on down with the cav. Here and then here. The artillery here. Man, oh man. Quite a salient right up here. All right, this division commander, Cook. Screen, brother. All right. Hamilton, same. Defend, actually, for Hamilton. All right. Looks like we have one rebel corps kind of over here. One here. We still kind of have them divided. I think it's time we get aggressive with Grover over here. Our freshest division. Let's get these guys on the move. Go. Go. Time to attack. Time for Grover to attack. Okay, Porter was broken. Davies is part of Grover's division, so let's push him out. do a little support from Minty under Cooper's division here. Okay. Boy, these troops seem to be running. Wise's division out here on the far right could be a problem. Here comes Wincoop and Abbott's division. I feel like we might just hold our ground out here around Beulah Church. Hang on. McGregor low on ammo. Great. Here goes Grover. Grover's division. Push through the ravine right here, man. Just push right through it. Keep them moving. Okay, Grover, I want you on an attack for just a little bit, okay? But I want, if I can make this possible, let's do this. You stay to the left of him. You, no. You stay to the right of him. And maybe Grover will abide by that. Guns, scooch. Here 2. Here 3. Just like that. And we have the salient around Beulah Church. Boys, let's go. This is fun stuff. We end up on the losing end of it. Nugent's brigade. Here we go. 3rd Corps troops on the right now. These guys have had a night of rest. They're back into the battle. Slack, wounded in action. We're going to dismount him and just drive him forward here. Rather, get him right here. Go. Double time that sucker. Slack. Let's get him engaged right there. On the right flank. Got the Rebs in a clump here in the center. I think we will shift this division like this out of Foster's Field. If you can just kind of try to use your imagination after the first day's fighting, there were devastation bodies, old batteries, all across this area of the field and across up here too. Boy, I don't know. It seems like Grover's attack is moving ahead just fine. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Come on down here. All right, let's have Cooper's other brigade come up. Let's have them get on the edge of the stream. That's fine. We'll put him... there's Hancock down there. Good. We need a victory. We need a victory. Gentlemen, don't forget, click that thumbs up button for me, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. This is Alternate History Gaming. I'm Bank60, your humble and gracious player host. This is Grand Tactician Civil War. 1863 spring. Outside Richmond right here. 8:23, we have, there we go, baby. Ooh. Okay, Buchanan's troops are on. And very soon, okay, Sherman's going to reposition here. Buchanan is going to get set up right here. And then it's going to be coup de grace. Coup de grace. Right there. All right, now we're changing things up with Grover's troops. Changing things up a little bit. Let's go ahead and have okay, I see. I kind of see what he's doing. He's going to reposition in a line, kind of more facing this way, and push that way. Going to attack toward the Revs there. So let's take Minty, and let's just drive him toward Old Cold Harbor Road, the intersection right there. Go. How about these boys? Did they shoot anybody? Let's drive into the woods like that. We got the rest of Hancock's division, or Hancock's corps out this way. I don't see anything else as I sneak around there right. How about we get in these woods with the cab right there? How about we get in those woods with the cab right there? Okay, this cavalry right here. How about we get right here? Try to take a peek. I'm gonna try to take a peek on them. I'm not in a mood to do a lot of counterattacking over here. Would you look at this? Blair Jr.'s wounded. Nugent's doing nothing. His Springfield rifled muskets. Let's have Nugent get back. Alright, let's have this cavalry come forward. No, laying down is fine. Laying down right there is fine. They've only lost 9 troops. If they want to attack over here, they can be my guest. Alright, this is good. Grover, what are you doing now? Okay, he's going to send a brigade to take a position right in the center here. And I guess he's thinking about... Okay, let's get him on a screen. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You got a Confederate cavalry charge here that's gotten into these guns. Confederates sneaking through with their... Oh my gosh. Somehow we made that entire unit disintegrate. Wow. Whoa. What are you doing? Where are you going, Mr. Davis's brigade? How about we have you retreat to here? Oh my gosh. You just about opened up a gap right there, huh? Oh, we got this clump of Confederates right here. Those all look like troops that are in a bad way. Maybe. The action up here at Beulah Church. Let's get these guys now. Let's get them here. Right. What the Revs gonna do to try to break through here? What can they do? We've lost 17 now. Not interested really in counterattacking just yet anywhere along the line. Kind of picking our way through here. He's got his screening order now. Good. You've got Cook's division continues to hold tight up here in Beulah Church. Something that kind of sucks is that 7th Corps troops basically are all low on ammunition. Hey, Miller's brigade, Colonel Madison Miller. Yeah, okay, let's bring him here. This last division under Howard. Wolverine Brigade and Howard's Heroes under Jesse Reno. I think we're going to take Howard's brigade, or Howard's division. think we throw them right here. Bonk. There's something a little bit buggy going on. I feel like it's got to do with having the save game file or something, but I'm trying to do double line formation. It's put them in a line. Really not sure what's going on with that. Bryce's cab. Okay, Taylor's brigade has been run off. That's a lost resilience route. He's down to 197 men now, Taylor's brigade is. And off they go. Durier's division. They're in rough shape. Right here along the line. Let's have Stockton in a defend stance. Let's put Durier in a screen stance. See how this battle plays out from here. We're trying. If we can grab this damn objective right here. God. All right. Okay. We're a little low on troops, boys. A little low on troops. We seem to be outperforming their troops. Let's go Hayes division. Get to the center. Slack, he's still not losing that many men. Dennis, you're on the flank, right? Get to right here. Alright. How are we looking? Still at a minor defeat with the Confederates. Looking at a victory. Here we go. We now have the center wing of McClellan's army here. We are going to form them right here. That's not where they're actually going to end up, but that's where they'll start. So, I would say we need to back up. We're going to leave these 4 guns out here. If they want to come try this Beulah Church area again, I think I might be willing to go ahead and let them. Come on. We'll see if I get overridden. Alright, I think I see us taking this place. Minty. Let's have these boys move up. Support right here. Let's have these boys move up if they'll do it. Alright. We're looking okay. Now, here was the other thing. Now that we have Buchanan's corps on, what do we got? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the odds are evening so quickly. This is crazy. 10,000 casualties for the Rebs here just in 2 hours or so. I'm guessing that's from men running to our 3,800 or so, and now we've got almost as many troops as they do on the field. It's a massive freaking battle. Here's the problem, right? After this battle, the problem is going to be whether or not we have any corps that are not in the red or the orange to actually march toward Richmond. That's going to be the issue. This may be a battle where the campaign ends, both armies are just absolutely bled out, they separate, and we don't actually get a chance to advance on Richmond. That's, I suspect that is going to happen. We'll see. Let's get these boys up here. Good. Hayes moving good. This 5th Corps artillery is going to be of much better use out here. No, not that. Please come here first. Thank you. We'll start with that. This artillery. Okay, these guys started the battle with low ammo. I'm going to bring them here. Here. Okay, we got low ammunition for Gordon, who's now wounded. I think he was wounded day one. My goodness, fellas. My golly. You got McGregor's brigade out here. McGregor's been killed. A 4-star McGregor. Fantastic brigade of troops. We need to bring them. We need to bring them to the rear. Come on, get out of there. Get out of there. It's fine. It's fine. We can just hold out. If we can hold out, if we can take this and exchange this for this, if need be, it's fair trade, it's fine trade, and we'll just hold the line. Let's come back here. More Second Corps troops, right? No, these are Windcoop wounded in action. Whipple's still alive. And kicking. Okay, I'll tell you something. We're low. Excuse me. We're low on ammo. We need to get guns shooting down here. Stat. Everybody needs to be shooting down that way. Go, go, go. We've got this artillery here that's almost all the way depleted with 2 guns left, 3-inch ordnance rifles. Sheesh. You don't want to serve in the artillery arm of my army, damn it. 6-pounder field guns. All we got, let's run them up here. Go. Double time, yep. Let's have these guns come to. Let's make a big battery up here if we can get away with it. I don't think those guns are helping a whole hell of a lot over here. Okay, we're slowly taking this. Beatty. So Cooper's division will work with Grover over here. And we'll work on taking this area. Keep firing down on these Revs that are crowded in here. Got those clumps. Got those AI clumps. How's Slack doing? Still only 46 casualties. Those boys are hammering them. Good. Okay, Fessenden's brigade. Let's bring them to here. Let's get scouts out and see what they see. I'll tell you, if I were them, and these units could do it, I would launch an attack somewhere around there. Windcoop and his brigade hanging tight right here. Okay, so I think we'll have a little bit of a stalemate. Low ammo there. I feel like we're going to be low ammo in a lot of places. Let's run out with our Hall carbines. McDowell will order Dennis's cavalry out. Okay, now we'll be taking this area here. have Hayes up here and more artillery coming too. Fantastic. Bowman and his cavalry. That's 3rd Corps Cav? No, that's 7th Corps Cav. What a crazy fight, man. This whole area up here, this, you know, 2nd Corps, 5th Corps, both are going to require a fair bit of reorganization, I must say, man. Right, we may have to take those 2 corps and merge them together. I don't know. I don't know. About 10 a.m. now, in the battle. Yeah, let's get these skirmishers out. Let's send them down. I want these guns to keep blasting. Okay, we got a crew out on a gun. Fine. All right, how do we take this cavalry? Let's dismount these fellas. Let's go loose order, and let's just drive them up here. Go, go, go. Charge, move, and do it. Alright, more guns up here. Good. Open up. Fire down. We got rebel artillery over here. It's hammering us on this side. Lay down right there. You've got a couple of batteries right here. Go ahead, let's pull back to here, gentlemen. Let's just pull right back to here, gentlemen. Okay. Managed to run off some skirmishers here again. Okay, so they're not going to do it. Now, here we go. Bowman is going to, I guess he's going to start mounted. With their Sharps carbines. I guess we could ride down in there. Okay, we've got an order out for Bowman's cavalry to come down. Right here. They're going to form up. We had them start firing. There we go. Good job. Sharps carbines off their horseback. And then they'll dismount. Right there. Right there. Dismount. We'll keep a... We won't do loose formation with these boys. This dismounted cavalry will push down through the woods a little bit here. That'll be good. Holy smokes, boys. Okay, finally over here with slack. I think it's time. We do that. We're firing here. That's good. From horseback, let's dismount. And get in loose formation. Thank you. Let's get back into action with Blair Jr.'s brigade. Now we'll have the artillery up here protected quite a bit better. That should work out. And still, we're not making real good progress here. Division over here is doing pretty good with the Blue Belly Lobster Brigade. Yeah, Grover's troops are doing real well. Fantastic. Cooper's troops are also doing good. good. Love that. All right. 1028. Oh, very well. We got Buchanan's troops making their way. One brigade is floundering a bit down here near the swamp. They made a wrong turn, I guess. So you see the AI, you know. Yeah, you know. I don't know how you get it better than this where, you know, it doesn't have to just sit here like this. I don't know. Maybe all those troops are kind of spent. I don't know. But I will say I don't fully understand what the issue is for the AI allowing itself to just, you know, end up down in a fish barrel, basically. I don't quite understand what the deal is there. Let's have Devon's brigade. Let's have them go run down these guns if we can. Yep. Okay, we're just gonna have to come forward. These boys, run down these guns. Go. Elliot, we'll just, we won't worry about keeping a close eye on that attack. We'll just kind of count on it. Here we go. Slack's brigade out here, cavalry from the new cavalry corps. While Slack is wounded, his men continue firing on their Sharps carbines. We're a little low on ammo once again here. Gun. Oh, goodness. Okay, Fessenden out here on the flank. I think we could probably get away with doing a thing like this. Right. Okay, and then you got Tompkins. I think we'll throw him here. Slowly but surely. And still working a minor defeat, it says. My gut tells me we'll be working a minor defeat until we're working a victory. We're doing real good here with Bowman's Cav and his Sharps carbines. Wow. Firing down the slope at everything they've got. That's fantastic. Oof. Down here at this artillery. Oof. Oof. Look at that. Bowman's Cav with the artillery and assistance. This is going well. This is going well up here. These guns. Why don't you scooch a bit? The Meat Cutter is in with a $10 donation in the super chat. Let's see what Cutter's got to say tonight. Sucks to see this be the end of a long-fought campaign. What do you assume will be the plan getting back to the planning map? Any tips for our campaigns to avoid this dilemma you're in strategically? So, as far as what you like, what you're saying about, I think let's give that one a big heart. Thank you, sir. Once again, the man who earns and then pays for pleasure right here. Thanks, brother. So, if you run into that issue, here is what I will say. Right? You exhaust your army fighting the other army to a bloody conclusion, whether it's a victory, you know, call it a Pyrrhic victory, right? What I will say is that certainly in real life, it would be difficult to advance said army, for sure. Oh, here we've got a full infantry brigade that's now come up against Slack's troops. We're going to have the 3rd Corps Cav under Dennis going to come over and help him out with his Hall carbines, although they're a little low on ammo over here. We're going to go open up on them, boys. And so it's kind of like, here's what I would point to. And I guess, you know, I could take a little bit of time on this since the battle is in a little bit of a decidedly kind of a stalemate-ish. You know, we're just kind of waiting for the rest of this thing to actually fully develop. Let's get Fessenden into the action over here across the stream. buddy. Pull those scouts in. And then, if you would, please, invade. And if you would, come on. If you would, oh, okay, he's keeping the scouts out. All right, let's pull those scouts in, and let's dismount right there, and let's open fire on those boys. I guess we'll have to cross the stream to do it. So Fessenden, the Cavalry Corps, out on the right, doing what they do. Doing what they do. We'll be taking Old Cold Harbor. All right, so it's like, look, if you get into a battle like what we're talking about right here, and it ends up being a situation where my army is so banged up that they just can't move, too bad. Guess we got to wait on the Confederate campaign a little bit. You know, maybe I'll let you guys tell me different. I mean, if you want a Confederate campaign bad enough, now, for me to skip all this and maybe come back to it later, you know, say so. Feel free to say so. Oh my God, look at all these artillerymen that are just done for the day. We've lost a lot of guns, man. Even Christmas. Thank you. Appreciate you there. Ethan, I see you. And, yeah, man, we try to keep it lively for those other fellow grognards in the world, my friend. Try to keep it lively. Let's get out of here with slack. Let's go ahead and pull back the slack. Mount up. Pull back. Several troops while he tries to get this done. Long is a ways back here. We need to get him up. Slack's been doing all the fighting in Long's division too, pretty much. All right, here we go. Fantastic. We have French Sheridan making their way to the field. French and Sheridan's divisions. Yep, there. French's division. On the left there. So let's have him go right there. Let's have Sheridan go right there. Okay. We'll start with that. We'll have the rest of the corps set itself up. We'll have ourselves 2 new divisions. We'll probably get them on the attack and just drive the rest of the rebel army off if we can. And it's strange to see the AI, again, just kind of allow for itself to end up in this little fishbowl down here for us to fire away at. Let's ride the cavalry forward. Maybe, I don't know. We don't really have to. We'll take this objective soon enough, I think. Approaching 11:30 a.m. in the battle. Yeah, right. So, and that's just it. Cutter, I mean, you bring up something I think I think that we're going to continue to learn more and more about it as I continue to play the game, and as I continue to kind of fine-tune the way that I do the battles. Leave yourself a reserve corps if you can manage it, or maybe 2 reserve divisions of 1 corps, so that when the battle's done, that 1 corps that has maybe 1 or 2 divisions in it that stayed in the reserve and didn't fight much, that corps is maybe still in the yellow after the battle, and can actually continue moving on. My other thought was to essentially have Buchanan's corps remain fresh enough after the battle. The Army of Northeastern Virginia is, I think, for all intents and purposes, going, like, there's going to be no avoiding that it's going to be spent. Readiness, like, no chance for that to be avoided. The only chance we have, I believe, is with Gibbs' Cavalry Corps, although I think even it would be potentially worn out. Let's have Elliott out here on the flank. Let's have him go ahead and get on back. But since Palmer's cavalry division from Gregg's corps did not fight much, as opposed to Long's corps division of the cavalry corps, which has fought quite a bit, you know, that will maybe make it so that the cavalry corps can advance on Richmond after this battle. So it's one of those things where you're fighting a battle and you want to try to do the best you can. If you can manage it, not to run your army ragged and have something left at the end, one formation of troops or another, that is fresh enough to continue the march and take the ground. I think that ends up being the key. Yeah, right. And so, yeah, I'm going to have to think about my AI options when I do switch over to the Confederate campaign. You know, and that's a funny thing. Like, I honestly don't recall what I set the options for in this game. I don't remember. I think I did mediocre and mediocre for aggression and AI difficulty, but I do not honestly recall specifically. All right, here we go. Filing in with Buchanan's troops. Excellent. Slowly but surely. John McDowell's brigade. Yes, sir. Let's go. Sheridan himself can do a little double time. Buchanan, same. All right, everybody else. Let's go ahead and let's get a move on, huh? Oh, that got the whole corps on the double time, I think. Nice. That'll work. See, here we've got low ammo. We got two brigades, two Union brigades are all smushed together. Everybody's got low ammo. Go there. And then you're wondering if this clump of Confederates, if they're just waiting for something, like an opportunity to advance. Because, I mean, I really feel like they could and maybe they should. However, maybe those troops are all spent. That's entirely possible, maybe even likely. How about Davis comes over here? Bingo. Everybody's low on ammo. That's the other thing, is that they may be having trouble with their ammo supply. I would believe that. The Confederate economy has been struggling quite a bit here late in the campaign. Okay, let's get Buchanan center wing set over here. Dadgummit. Okay, Palmer's divisional artillery, cav, horse artillery will move up there. Good. Let's go, guys. Let's go. We did manage to get these guns back. That's good. Some of them anyway. Just a little chaotic. Fessenden up here is doing pretty good. Let's move him to here. Oh shit. Blair Jr.'s brigade out here. Trying to get themselves killed. Okay, you got a cavalry brigade out here that's they're gonna do what they do, I guess. 3-star Blair Jr. with 119 men remaining. It's gonna go toe to toe. Oh my gosh. Off they go. Damn. Okay, that means Sherman's troops need to probably get up to the front line right there. Okay, filing in with the rest of Buchanan's corps. Good. Once we've got them all in place, we're going to put them all on an assault order, and they're going to just they're going to hit it. They're going to hit it right here. And he's going to do that on his own initiative, we'll say, right? As kind of an RP. Wow, our defeat is getting worse. Okay, here we go. Sheridan's division in an assault. Right out here. French. Same. Bingo. The Corps artillery comes out. Here and here for now. I'm going to have this artillery. Okay, here they go. Sheridan's going to get started. Excellente. Fessenden. Are you trying to cross there? Yeah, looks like they are. No? Fessenden's stuck in the creek down here. How about you retreat there? Yeah, retreat to there. Okay, these guns are useful. Let's throw them there. There we go. Took Old Cold Harbor Road. Bingo. Now how are we looking? Not great. Not as great as we'd like, that's for sure. And we forgot to take these guys off of their roads. Shoot. All right, so this is gonna be a funky attack over here. I rushed into that. I'm not gonna like the way that it looks. And you have even more chaos here. So what you can imagine is this next day's battle. I mean, you know, obviously the bloodiest area right up here at the apex of the salient. We've already had a ton of devastation back around here. We had the prior day's fighting in here, all through, especially up in here, over this way too. I mean, this is going to go down as the biggest, bloodiest battle of the whole campaign. Let's get Long Where is he? Let's get him back over this way. All right, forward into and through the woods, man. This is where it all gets real. We're going to see if we can drive past Gaines Mill Pond and sweep them from here all the way through here. Try to sweep all of this. That's the idea. See if Buchanan can do it without wearing himself out completely. Still losing. It's now a meeting engagement, officially. They keep sending skirmishers out. That division up there, I think they're probably a little low on ammo. Let's have these guys come here. You got these guns continuing to fire away. You got these up here, good. Like, we're gonna have to do some serious repairs to this army after this, to the Army of Northeastern Virginia. The Rebs they've given us everything we can handle over here. Okay, we're now low on ammo with Bowman, who's now wounded in action. I think, was he wounded in action? Get out here. Okay, you got French and Sheridan kind of trying to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to do it. Let's go, boys. Got Lorenz rifles here. We've got Springfield muskets there. I love that. Howe's Brigade with reboard muskets. I don't love that. Springfield rifle musket. Hall rifles, that's fine. Whitworth rifle. Ooh, nice. And reboard muskets. Okay. So, interesting little core attack we got going over this way. Let's send Tompkins up onto the entrenchments here. Let's have Fessenden take his old position here. Let's have these guns roll out to right there. And let's have Long join his division right there. Bingo. Here we go, boys. Buchanan's attack commences on the flank. Yes. Sheridan's going to get into the action first over here. Okay, what farm is this? Doesn't have a name. We'll call it oh gosh, I wish I really did know the name of the farm, as a matter of fact. I feel like, you know, this is a historical area, so I don't want to screw it all up. We're looking pretty good here. Somehow we are not moving the needle well enough here. I don't understand what the deal is, but maybe this attack makes the difference, gentlemen. We'll just have to see. By the way, I should have a new video dropping later tonight after the stream. New Grand Tactician battle video. Could be good. Those Whitworth rifles from a range. Holy moly. Oh my gosh. How many rounds do those send out per minute? 2 rounds a minute. Oh, okay. Well, they just go out a long way. That's fine. This division's got a nice mix of weapons. I'm fine with that. We're going to have Fremont hesitating. All right. let's have Buchanan get himself right over here. See, this is 12,000 fresh Union troops on the advance right here. All right, let's take a look at this. So we've got 15,000 Confederate casualties now. So if we get them up to their 30% or more threshold, that's where we win the battle. It's not going to be based on victory locations. All right. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Let's have these boys on invade. Bingo, bingo. All right. We got a battery up here too. They're falling back now. And Sheridan's attack will continue. Sheridan looks like the only one that's going to get into the plan here, get with the program, so to speak. Dang it. Oh, let's see what we have here. Gun still. God dang, man. I think we lost another crew here. God dang. Oh, golly. Pyrrhic victory. No doubt about it. Right here. If we get it. I think we will. It's really, I think, a matter of us just keeping the pressure up, killing Rebs. Move, move, move. Push, push, push. And just make sure not to lose too many troops of our own. We kind of just probe and poke and prod elsewhere. Let's move these boys here. Get these guns to go. Fine, stay there. These guns could go here. Everywhere else, we really just sit tight. Best move. You know, reposition in spots. It is a meeting engagement still. Folks getting lively in the chat tonight, boy. I love seeing that. That's cool. Guys, get to know each other, will you? It's a community. Okay, Fessenden. We're going to bring them on the flank again. Down here near Gainesville Pond is where the next phase of the battle begins. Buchanan's attack goes in. Dietzler's brigade on its way in as well. As Sheridan's division gets things going here. Fremont, bit of a substandard general, leading his men way off course. Okay, we're going to take him off of that now. We're going to take off his AI initiative. We're going to order them to halt. And we're going to redirect that attack. Buchanan sees how he's moving. Not a fan. Using up the voice, no. Okay, this is looking pretty good right here now. Fessenden on the flank. Stay with Stay on them. I don't care if you're on your horses. All right, so now you got Fremont, or French. I keep calling him Fremont. It's French. French's division comes out right there. Bingo. And nobody stops to fight. So, bingo. No AI. No AI. For any of you gentlemen, you just keep going where I told you to go. Alright, we may have to reset that at some point, but that's fine. Okay, we're going to be low on ammo all across the line, too. Buchanan's Corps is kind of the only thing we got going. Here goes Hartsuff. Fantastic. Oh, God. This attack right now. This attack right now. Booyah! You know, I was thinking about, too, like I was saying before, how am I going to change up how the AI behaves in the next campaign? That's a big question for me. I might, as the Confederates, it's going to be harder. I feel like it's a bad idea playing as the Confederates to ratchet the difficulty way up high. I feel like that's not what you want to do. You know, the Union's advantage will be significant enough already. God, these wit words are fantastic. Whew. Excellent. McDowell's brigade is up. Skirmishers will go out. And the rest of French's division moves into the attack. We'll micro French's division a little bit here. See, these guys have ammo. Probably the only corps on the field that still does. Oh my goodness. Here they go. Here they go with something. Here they go with something right here. Are they going here too? They're doing something right here. Here and here. Bowman. You hold tough, man. Okay. Attack. Get down here and attack. Charge move. You boys. Get down here and attack. Charge move. Okay, they can stay there and deal with that. Bingo. Alright, and now we're going to go attack for the division, and now we're going to let these guys have their AI back. Like that, and that, and that right there. And now French's division will be moving ahead smartly here on our right flank as the Rebs appear to want to try to take back Foster's Woods. Ooh boy, okay, so they have now decided they're going to get on the move. We're at about 2 p.m. and a massive rebel assault begins. We got cavalry over here. We got infantry on the move over here as well. I feel like now I understand. Now I understand why they called this a CSA minor victory all this time. I think Crook needs to attack and help Bowman if he can. Can the Rebs push us out of here? Cold Harbor might be losing it. Oh my gosh, this is making me kind of nervous, fellas. Holy snap. You got a cavalry charge that's going to lead the way as Confederates appear on a little bit of a counterattack here. Davies, very tired, is going to be falling back. He's low ammo. I think he's going to be able to drive off these horsemen. Oh, it looks like they may be on the retreat now. Yes. Whew. Boy, that was kind of a close one. Oh my goodness. Okay, grab those guns right there. So kind of started to open up a little bit of a hole right here, but thankfully we've got Hayes' division. Hayes, get into a defend right there. All right, so French's division got itself caught out a little bit, perhaps. Sheridan, you got to get up here and help out, man. Gilbert's in a tough way. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he needs to get out of there. Sheridan, where you been, man? Sheridan not helping his guy out too much out here as day 3 winds into the afternoon. Holy smokes, boys. What are we going to get here? Look at this cataclysmic clash. You see the Rev Army moving into the attack all across the field now. They ain't holding back anymore, boys. Here we go. Here we go. Late day attack by the Rebs. Right here. Late day attack. Perhaps a desperate last gamble for them. That pays off? Question mark. We're going to have to see. The problem with us is that everybody across the entire line just about is low on ammo. Don't know if that's the case for the Rebs as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, Gilbert broke. French's division out here got itself caught out a bit. You've got this Confederate brigade here under Palmer, I don't know which, that is hanging tough right there. We need Totten to come get Jackson. We need Blaisdell to get down here and open up. We need Crook's division from 3rd Corps in support of this attack on the right. Okay, finally we ran these boys off. Okay, go. Sheridan, take you boys and go. Stay in the assault. Stay in the assault, man. Buchanan trying to keep an eye on things as they move forward. Howe is still doing good. McDowell is still doing good. Enough. Oh my gosh. Gentlemen, again, almost nothing left as far as artillery goes. This is crazy. This is just nuts. Fire. Get in there. Blaisdell's brigade. Oh, we just lost sight of that brigade, damn it. That one brigade over here is holding up Sheridan's entire division. What a job by the AI Rebs on this side. This battle just stays intense as ever. Oh my word. Are they going to be able to drive us out past Beulah Church? Rebs rally for last strike. My God, given he's about ready to break. Fall back. Guns. Guns. Fall back. All of you boys. Right here. These guys, Augers Brigade. Yeah, they're just taking it. Retreat. We gotta retreat. Damn it. They're not gonna do it. Fremont's division, they are down to 666 men. And the Rebs fighting desperately to protect outside their capital. Oh my goodness. They're doing it, man. They're freaking doing it. Oh. They're doing it. We need to attack. We need to counterattack here if we can. Charge move there. Whipple's Brigade. Go. Fire down there, damn it. Go. Fry's Brigade. Attack. 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 Kimball. Attack. We need to kill Rebs, man. We need to get them running. They're not coming over here. We're just low on ammo. We can't really push an attack forward over there. Mint, attack. You boys. Come on. Get into it, huh? Get into it. Woo! I'm sweating a little bit, boys. I'm sweating it. I am sweating it. It stays right there in the center at a minor defeat. We are running right on the rails. By God, I don't know if we're going to have anybody left to advance on Richmond after all. We may end up spending through this entire force of ours. What are we at? Strength report. They have lost now 33% of their men. Another 21,000 troops on this day. Another near 12,000 losses for us. In 1 day's fighting. Now, this 2 days fighting. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. All right, Judah. Oh, that's right. He's following Sheridan's assault command. Fine. We've caused so many casualties for the Rebs. I just have to believe that they're near their breaking point right here. That's what I have to believe. We're going to lose Beulah Church, though. Fall back. Look at Auger over here, man. With 185 men remaining, Lyle's brigade under Colonel Auger, Colonel Christopher C. Auger, is just holding the line against these Rebs. And look at that, with the support of Whipple's brigade, manages to break that rebel brigade that was pushing so hard. Oh my God. Oh, we're breaking them. We're breaking them. I think they're retreating, guys. I think this might be it. I think this might be it. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Guys, I think they're retreating. I think they are. Look at them all go. They're running, boys. They're running. Ah! I think they're running. And I think Buchanan's Corps is going to be lively enough to continue marching south to Richmond. I want to believe. I want to believe. Attack. Where's more cavalry? Porter. Please. Attack. I can feel it. I can feel it. Palmer's brigade over here, which I gotta go tip of the hat to. Massive casualties with Palmer out here near Gaines Mill Pond, and he manages to hold off Sheridan's entire division before he finally breaks. I think the rebels are done, gentlemen. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Here comes Porter. Let's go. Stay with it. Gonna try and scoop up a bunch of rebel prisoners, except we're gonna charge into these boys instead. Damn. Not my favorite thing. Tompkins, get into them. Fantastic. Okay. There, finally. Okay, finally. Lyle's brigade under Colonel Auger pulls off the line. They are broken. They are looking left and right, and they are not seeing much anymore, my man. This freaking battlefield, guys. This is great. This, you know, I gotta say, I just love Grand Tactician, man. I just do. I just do. It's got its clunky, it's got its jank, but boy, can you still... I mean, you know, look what the AI did right there in the critical moment, right at the end. You know, they did something that was worth doing. I just feel like they probably should have done something like that sooner. I don't quite understand what it was that they were up to all this time when they could have started in on a thing like that much earlier. I mean, Third Corps is pretty weak over here. They could have really pushed hard on this side sooner and left Buchanan out in the cold, broken through the center, broken the line. Sheesh. So they'll pull back. But you see right here, some of them are still reforming. Some of them are still kind of trying to stay in the battle, it seems like. What are we at now? There we go. There we go, boys. Now we're gonna be in the middle of some mop up, I think. Let's go. Stay with it. Okay. Sheridan. Yeah, keep it going. Oh, yeah, man. Got him on the run. Now we'll just have to see. So, honestly, I think for the rest of the stream, I'm going to have to update you on the disaster out in the west, by the way. So, if we can't go take Richmond right now, and we have to wait, we have no choice, you know, which is possible, and we can't actually go and take it and try to win the campaign right here, we've got serious trouble out west. I can't wait to show you about that. The very next thing is going to be addressing this army. We have wounded officers to deal with. We've probably got tons of reorganization to do. This army may be down to half strength, or the army as a whole may be down to half strength or less by now. Goodness gracious. And we've lost so many guns. So you're talking over 50,000 casualties for the rebel army. Okay. And then for us, roughly 30,000 casualties or so. So you're talking about a battle with as many as 80,000 or more casualties here outside Richmond. You know, what better way to have your climactic, decisive engagement than like that? Rebels, I mean, that was their last chance. That was their, I think. It doesn't say they're retreating, though. It doesn't. officially, you know, it doesn't say that they're retreating. I think they're trying to rally. In some places, anyway. Tough to say. Here, let's go 2 times. So, Sheridan, why don't you get off of this? Why don't you... come on out over this way. Yeah. Whew. So they're going to pull back to, I think, a new line, maybe between New Cold Harbor and Old Cold Harbor over there. They may stay on the field. If they stay on the field, then we've got a whole nother day of fighting ahead. No way. No freaking way. I just don't think that that'll happen. You know, the more I think about it, it's like there's just a few tweaks to give the AI, you know, the pathfinding, to make it so that they don't jank up so much, quite so much. Look at that. Look, they're just going to pull back out here. And I think they're going to try to rally their army. Maybe for one last push. I don't know. I don't think they've got the muscle to do that. But they're not officially retreating. They don't want to give it up. That's funny. French's division. Let's have them take Gaines Mill. We'll have Buchanan scooch all the way up. Let's have Sherman's division move here. Gilbert's brigade can move here. Palmer's 3rd Corps division moves here. 5th Corps is still here. 2nd Corps leftovers. I mean, 2nd Corps is absolutely obliterated. Absolutely freaking obliterated. Let's take a look. Look at this. Runyon has lost all these guns. All these... Oh, my gosh. Runyon down to 4,500 men from a corps of, like, I don't know, 11 or... I think it had maybe 16,000 to start the battle. That's just nuts, man. The casualty rate for this thing. Oh, my gosh. I still can't believe it. Keep on pushing over to a major victory, and we'll be in good shape here. Let's just bump the line out a bit here. God, they're not going to leave yet. They're reforming over here. What do you boys think? Think they're gonna take one more try? Of course, Beulah Church is devastated and done. Well, what I think you end up getting with the AI is, often enough, you start to look at it and go, golly, it sucks. And you know, the AI just kind of sucks. And I've sometimes I've kind of caught myself remembering that it's factoring in commander traits and stats and stuff too. I think the thing that I just wish that the AI would be better at was kind of cleaning it up a little bit. Now, look, a combat environment was chaos, right? Like, but they were military men, and they did manage to keep guys generally in order as they were making an advance or something, right? What I see the AI commanders doing all the time when they make their advances is like they'll put a brigade way over here, and then they'll put one over here, and then they'll stack two up together. That is what I would like to see stop. I would like if the AI is going to push in and attack, they keep nice, broad arcs of fire. They've got their lines going forward. I would like to see that more. Hey, Fessenden back here. Broken. That's just... There we go. There it is. Okay. Bingo. Holy smokes, gentlemen. That is absolutely insane. Insane. We're going to 20 times that. We're going to let them run. You run, boys. You run. Run on south of Richmond. You run. We're going to try to put this army back together again after that one. Holy smokes. What a battle. No. No, we had way more losses than that. Way more. For them. Right? Yeah, this is not quite right. Quit battle. We're going to have to remember that when we do later videos on it, but that's fine. Whew! What a freaking battle. That was amazing. A rework of this would be kind of cool if they did do that. I think that'd be fun. And I mean, just, come back and you kind of, whatever it is that they put into the new one and that they, manage to improve that can be kind of reverse engineered into this game. If they were, to kind of circle back around and do that, that'd be good. Bingo. Ending with the Army of the South retreating in panic. It's a total victory. Oh my gosh. We took 13,000 rifles from the field and 49 guns. I'll take that any day. And immediately, oh my gosh, we still got Little's Corps down here that we may have to deal with. But immediately, the reserve cavalry is still going to be able to go. They'll be able to get down to Richmond with 7,100 men. Right? The reserve cavalry is going to be on the double. Bingo. All right. And then you've got Hancock's Corps, which is still good enough. Can come down after. Good. So, all hopes are. Now the center wing can come. So we'll bring him too. He'll take trains for as far as he can. Okay, Wool's Corps and the rest of McClellan's army, we're going to have them meet the Army of Northeastern Virginia in Richmond, and we're just going to come at it. McClellan. And it'll be a race to Richmond, huh? And we'll leave the left wing back here, and the Army of the Potomac will be up here, and that'll be fine. And we'll run the clock. Let this thing wind down. But I want to show you this. So if this campaign were continuing, and it might, I would revamp this whole Western Army because we had a 68% chance of victory in a siege outside of Memphis. The Rebs had moved west from Corinth and attacked using Mahone's corps with Gracie's corps in support. But Mahone's corps by itself managed to overcome the odds and knock Cadwallader's army with Lew Wallace in tow and the Union forces back into northeast Arkansas and on the back foot once more. We'll see how we do here, gentlemen. All things wait on the result of this here, I think. Hooker. We're still moving to support right here. So, yeah, we did run into Pickett's corps down here with Hooker's army once again. Out in the far west, we've got more to deal with here. We may have to rethink what we're doing out west depending on whether or not the war continues. You know, we'll see about that. I think we could right now go ahead and go to our military, and the Army of Northeastern Virginia right now has 32,000 men in it. I think it started at over 50,000 men. Quite a bit over. I think maybe even over 60,000. What a freaking battle. McDowell's corps with 4,020 men. Hancock's entire corps still has 8,800 men. They're fairly fresh. Bryce, small corps at 6,700. Runyon now down to just 4,500 men. What I hate about it is that the number of their disabled men should be way higher than that because of the first day's battle, that somehow like all of the casualties are now unaccounted for. Don't get it. I don't get it. So we got a KIA McGregor. So his troops will end up folding into DeCessnola. Miller. Let's go. Gibbon and Miller come together. Auger and Miller come together. Ammon and Gordon come together. Taylor and Gordon come together there. And I think we have no choice. So Duryea. How's Runyon? Is he? Oh my gosh. He's really good. Well, he's pretty good. The disaster. I mean, his corps has just been absolutely wrecked. If we were to replace him with somebody, because his corps, he got so many of his men killed. Bring Kime back. Patterson. Oh, that's right. He was wounded. Yeah. Newton Schleich. Mansfield, no. And Veal, no. So there's nobody I would want to replace Runyon with anyway. I think we're going to have to take some troops away from another corps. So Whipple's brigade comes over with in Duryea's division. We take Buckland's artillery. Look at this. Holy smokes. Fremont's division is now just an artillery battery. That's all he's got left. So we'll just put the artillery under Runyon. Fremont will be replaced by Major. Well, actually, let's get an artillery commander, right? Army, suitable rank, good. Unassigned, good. We'll have lieutenant. Lieutenant Daniel Woodbury. Okay, takes over there. Right, John C. Fremont doesn't need to be in command of those troops. Okay, Miller's now got 855. Okay, and he's got a bunch of disabled, so they'll be healing up. He'll be healing up. Gordon will be a large brigade again eventually, and this one will be a decent-sized one. Let's pull. Oh, that, okay, yeah, no. We don't need this division anymore. Auto-generating units not possible, right? So, what is, by the way, I've never used these. Change the size of units to be recruited. Okay, so that allows you to just kind of automate unit recruitment. I don't love that. I don't love that. Yeah, so I would like, if I could, to delete this. But for some reason, I'm forced to keep it. So I guess I'll put Woodbury in command of an artillery formation. Let's see, 4, 4, 3, 2. Let's go. Boom. Boom. Right here like this. We've got Bringhurst. Peck with 8 guns, Bringhurst with 4, all under Woodbury. 12 guns. Runyon's corps now numbering about 5,300 men. That's a stronger corps, at least. You know what? That's a good question. Yeah, in the unit history, check this out. They do show, bingo, inflicting, inflicting, inflicting. Gordon's brigade's been pretty good. I think we got to replace him, though, with an infantry commander. Jacob Ammon will take command. We'll keep him in the war. We'll take Prince's brigade out of Hancock's corps, and we'll bring it over to Cook's division. Donk. Now Runyon will have closer to 6,300 troops, and they'll be mending with 5,600 disabled, only 12 cannons. We'll have to start thinking about replacing or, you know, recruiting new troops for this army. I'll tell you what. Golly. So 884, 1147, 621. Yeah, we need to combine them. Oh my gosh, Blair Jr.'s 95. Get out of here. Boom. Combine them. I think we're going to... I'd love to get rid of Palmer's division. Sherman. He's also... Blair Jr. is also wounded. We need to replace him. John Gibbon. Do it. So Gibbon could go here. And then Palmer's division. I want to get rid of it. I want to get rid of Palmer's division if I can. Is that something I can do? It doesn't seem like it. Dennis is wounded. replaced with a cavalry commander who's good. We'll just do what we can. Guy with a cavalry commander who's worth a damn. Anybody, anybody, anybody. I guess we've got... do we have all of our cavalry officers out in the field already? That's a question. So, let's replace him with this fella. Oh my gosh, look at Charles Smith. I've got him up to superstar status. So now he's a national hero, by the way. For sure. Even with his army licking its wounds the way that it is. In the chat, if anybody wants to help me understand why it is I can't delete divisions right now, I bet, what if we do this? Detach to independent unit. Yes. Palmer. Is it because he's got troops that are disabled? I feel like it is. Transfer Palmer to... let's go with one of the fort garrisons. Right? No, because those are divisional commands. Damn it. So, he has to stay in the Army of Northeastern Virginia, I guess. Just like that. I don't get it. I don't get it. I want to get rid of this. I feel like something's getting buggy here a little bit. Oh, wait. No, wait. Okay, wait. I might have this figured out. Okay. Okay, Palmer, detached to independent unit. Okay, now Fremont. That's right. No, you got to have... gosh darn. Okay, transfer back. Fremont. Get rid of it. Delete. Now, I'm a little confused about that. Close the OB. Oh, okay. So you just close it. So if I just... well, there he is. I closed it, and he's still there. But let's... I think we need to pull some guns out of the reserve and get them into the core. Let's combine these two. I think McDowell needs more guns for sure. I'd say we could take these guns and give them to Bryce. We'll have Runyon squared away. We'll have corps that are about 6,000 men strong or so across the board, except McDowell, who remains a really tiny corps. I mean, these are really tiny corps. I could probably... I just, you know, from an RP perspective, McDowell could get sacked, and I probably wouldn't mind. Let's have Sherman's division. Let's say that McDowell finally gets sacked after this last battle. His troops did not perform all that well. We'll have one of his divisions under Sherman go with Hancock. Then we'll have Crook's division go with Runyon. Right? Can we even do that? I guess we'll have to go with Bryce. We'll take Howard's division and move it over with Runyon. And this will just be a massive reorganization right here as this all gets transferred around. Try to get the army reorganized before the next big battle. Throw these boys into the artillery reserve. McIntosh's cavalry can end up with, say, Hancock to join Sergeant, and we can figure out what we do there. We'll just put Palmer under Knipe, I guess. Okay, Washburn is not going to go. He's going to stay under Knipe. Okay, now McDowell is done. Delete. All right. Palmer will be done. We've got all this right. Okay, now Hancock's 5th Corps is up to 9,500 men. Bryce is up to close to 6,100 right there. Runyon, that's 7th Corps, right? Yep. And then Runyon's 2nd Corps is up to 8,300 men again and looking fairly strong right there. Gregg's Cavalry Corps, about 7,100 men. Smith, there you have it. Fantastic. Boom. See right wing and center wing making its way. That's Buchanan as he was headed toward the battlefield right there. Right. Yeah, right. I think it's the like the numbered, somehow there's a number of troops with the division commander. I have no idea how. We're raiding. We're going to raid right here into Richmond. 10,000 troops. Right wing has 6,500, but on its way to 11,000 once it gets reinforced. We got a big storm that's moving overhead. A rainy day for the Rebs. We were building a supply depot over here. I would say it's time to, one at a time, get the army across the river. Can we use river movement right there? Yes, sir. Go. Let's get Lion across. And we'll just reestablish ourselves right here. I mean, kind of back to where we were before. We fought a ton of battles right over here. You can see them. Boom, 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 boom. Just making our way from Fort Croxton down to this area here. And what a setback for us over in Tennessee. It's probably going to be an issue. We're not taking Richmond yet. We got a bunch of buildings being damaged, though. That's good. Now we need to wait for the end of the 13th of September. And then we should be in business. Now, how is this going? Yeah, we took Wilmington, right? Now, can we build a depot? Yes, we can. Bingo. So here we go. We got Wilmington. We've got Moorhead down here in North Carolina. We've garrisoned all this over here for the most part. We'll be building this depot here, getting a ton of supplies in the Wilmington port. And then this army might be able to go up here and grab Goldsboro. We shall see. Here we go. A financial crisis. U.S. credit rating deteriorated. The Congress in an emergency meeting. New laws being drafted. Free fall of the economy feared. The Confederacy is facing a financial crisis as the nation's credit rating has deteriorated. To pay for the war effort, a constant stream of new debt has been issued, and the strain on the nation's economy has been such that interest costs are now starting to get out of hand. To stabilize the spiraling economy, the Congress has forbidden any further recruitment and expansion of its military until the required measures are taking effect, preventing a free fall of the Confederacy's financial situation. The politicians are working day and night to pass new laws allowing the economy to recover. As military purchases and recruitment are put on hold, many suspect the nation will be vulnerable to attacks. Any further damage to the economy could be catastrophic, and it's feared the enemy may take advantage of this time of weakness and assume the aggressive. You would assume correctly. So the Rebs cannot order up any more troops. Memphis fort back to the U. Oh, what? No, that's funny. I don't know how that happened. All right, Lion has made it across. Good. All right, Bayard's Corps can make it across now. Nope, he is orange. He can't go. Army of the Cumberland and Bayard's Corps will stay behind. That's why we're building the depot. But Lyon and Gibbs Cavalry will hold the bridgehead on this side. That's funny that the fort went back to us. Okay, off they go. Off they go south. And we're taking Richmond now. Greg's Cavalry Corps, come on down. Raid. Bryce's Corps, come on down. Guard. Army of Northeastern Virginia's headquarters. Race to Richmond. Yeah, right. So that's Fort Whitaker over near Memphis. The right wing of McClellan's army gets there first. McCullough's Corps is moving the other way. Not sure if he's retreating. I think so. Yep. You got Barton's Corps with 20,000 men making its move. We're going to have a ragtag force put together here in Richmond, it would appear. Defensive. 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 McClellan's army. The support from Hancock getting the defensive. 7th Corps. Defensive. Everybody. You boys, same. Just need to get down near the city. Would love it if we could get up the river, the James River, but we're not going to be able to do that. Slowly but surely we're taking the city. I don't think we're going to be able to take it fast enough. Level 3 entrenchments are setting in. Barton's Corps is on its way. Wow. Well, we'll see what happens there. Barton is their last ditch. That's the Rebs' last ditch around Richmond, I think. Now, over here, right wing. Need to get them involved in this. Let's get the Army headquarters involved too. Switch to the offensive and take Pickett's Corps right there in Arkansas. It might end up fighting a few last major battles before we wrap the thing up. I don't know. I mean, like I say, the way this thing usually works is the Rebs, the AI's always got one last trick up its sleeve. And here you go. They're not going to give us the ability. Yep, here we go. So we're going to have a wrecked Army of Northeastern Virginia with the Cavalry Corps, the right wing of the Army of North Virginia, 5th Corps, 2nd Corps coming in a bit, center wing and 7th Corps, everybody coming on for a total of a little over 50,000 troops or so and 210 guns. For now, we're going to deploy to defend. Okay, and we should win this one. Okay, do we have everybody? 1 hour, 19 hours, 3 hours. Okay, 4 Corps. Okay, let's make sure we get everybody here. All right, 7th Corps, get down there. Everybody get there. We're going to wait the proper amount of time, and then I think we're going to launch an assault. Is going to be the idea. Or we're just going to set up a defensive position and keep raiding the heck out of Richmond. Let's see, are we... This is the part about the game, you know, that's not the best, is that I can't see how much progress we're making on taking the city. Right? I can't see in there how it's looking. Okay, we are capturing it still. We are still capturing it at 53%, and I think it'll be going up. Maybe not because of that Confederate force is there. The shit of it will be is that if this force is able to hold us in place here long enough, you still got Little's Corps that's fresh enough to do something. I think we got to bring the left wing at least to here and try to get it to where maybe it's within the command radius here. Okay, Runyon's 2nd Corps isn't going to be able to move. The artillery reserve can. Let's go, boys. Let's check Richmond again. Still just 53%, right? Okay, so I think we're going to have yet another battle involving a whole mesh of different units right there around Richmond in order to actually wrap this thing up. The Richmond campaign likely will continue as we get into the autumn months. Jeez. Okay, the Army of the Cumberland is going to move here using river movement, sir. We have our Navy out here blockading outside Memphis. That's good. We continue to hold sway near Nashville. That's good. We're now engaged the way that I want to be over here, and it'll take a number of hours before the entire army is on the field there. That's good. I'm not going to worry about that before I worry about this over here. That's for sure. We're going to continue damaging their economy here, that's for sure. Show me Richmond again. Show me Richmond again. Oh, we're not capturing it anymore. Shit. Okay. See, we've got this... We've lost a ton. What is going on here, guys? They're all there now. 5th Corps, everybody's there. And it says we only have 17,595 troops, infantry. We got 12,000 cavalry and 93 guns. And massive amounts of casualties. Interesting. This is very interesting. I'm wondering if we should go ahead and get ourselves in a battle right here, man. Playing defense for a few days, I don't think that's going to help us too much. Could help us building up entrenchments a little bit, maybe. But let's go ahead. I think we're going to have to do this. Here we go. Now we've got 22,300. Okay, good. With 13,160. Okay, good. And now we're moving further over into a victory. Good. Time is just... Time is of the essence for us, man. Time is just of the essence. Army Reserve Artillery, come on up. Boom. Phew, my goodness, fellas. I'm a little torn. I'm a little torn. We have to get rid of that core. I don't know where that freaking core came from, you know? AI's always got something to draw from. Like that's one thing that kind of bugs me a little bit. It's like, where'd they get 20,000 men from? Hey, all of a sudden they come from back here from out of nowhere? The heck? I don't understand that. But, can't complain. Gotta try and see this thing through. Oh... We are still capturing it. I don't know. Maybe not. I see it. It's partly blue. I see the line is partially blue. See, I would love to be able to see much better just what the situation is there. God dang it. I can't see through there very well. I don't know. Have to let it ride. Confederate military is not going to be able to grow anymore, so there's the good news, the upshot of the whole thing. Let's send the Army of the Mississippi headquarters over, and we'll follow with 9th Corps. Go. And then we'll get rid of that depot. Here comes Taylor's Corps. Army of Mississippi is going to continue causing problems. They're going to come here and take this depot right now. 9,000 men. We should be able to counter that easily enough. We just need to get everybody over here and concentrated if we can. Got the headquarters that's going to come up. September 18th now, and we have quite a few involved over here now. Right? We're losing more men somehow, some way. I don't understand it. So, I think what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to get this teed up for the coming battle in the next stream. We're still on the Union campaign. We have not won it yet. The push to victory in the Richmond campaign certainly will continue. Gentlemen, what freaking battle, what a stream tonight. This is has really been something, I got to tell you. Back in Union headquarters tonight to go ahead and wrap up the stream. Thank you guys for taking the time as always. You are the best. You are the best. Of course, Cutter, thank you again for the donation and the super chat tonight. Appreciate you as always. Big time esteemed member here on the channel and a leader among the community. Appreciate all you guys lighting up the chat and staying interested in the channel tonight. Click the thumbs up button for me. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to keep this rolling out, baby. We've got the Confederate campaign coming when we can get to it. For now, we got to try to finish this Union campaign effort moving forward. I am Bank 60s. This is Alternate History Gaming, and I'll see you guys on the next one.